So, hey there, Sea Milk. We're currently... Where are we?
We are in Shenzhen International Airport.
Welcome to another episode of ADVChina. Today we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic, and that is air travel in China. So, Sea Milk.
Yes.
What exactly are we doing on this plane?
We are on an airplane. We're going to fly somewhere. And
Right.
not only are we going to fly somewhere, we're flying somewhere that's really, really important because it's for our second season of our TV show, Conquering Northern China.
That's right, so this is all about conquering northern China. We're all the way up to Qingdao, and from there we're going through all of northern China. It's going to be spectacular.
10,000 kilometers.
Oh yeah,
That's insane.
it is going to be insane. So, we're talking about air travel, and what is there to say about air travel, really?
There's a lot of stuff to say about air travel, but why don't we cover the more interesting stuff first, right?
You know, there's one thing about China that you don't see in the Western world right now, and that is they can still discriminate when hiring. They've got discriminatory hiring practices.
Not only can, they must.
Yes.
They must.
So if you want to be a stewardess, an air hostess, you have to weigh a certain amount, you have to be a certain height, you have to be pretty.
Yep. And
Which-
have language skills.
Yeah. Which I'm sure all of our American audience right now are jumping up and down, screaming like, discrimination, how dare you? But I tell you what, if you fly in American Airlines or something like that, then you will appreciate it.
The last time I went on an American airline, there was an old, kind of overweight woman that was our stewardess, right? And she was incredibly rude, number one. Number two, she kept praying, like, out loud. She's like, I'll pray for you guys, you know, like, oh, turbulence, I always pray. And she's like praying out loud. I'm like, what are you doing? I'd much rather have a hot Chinese girl.
I really am. I don't mind. People are people, they can be who they are. I don't discriminate. But when your stewardess is so wide that she's bumping into you, going down the aisles, and, you know,
That's not okay.
It's not okay. So yeah, I mean, of course, it just gives your company a nicer look. We sound terrible, don't we?
It doesn't
There's
matter.
just no way that you can get away with this in the West.
What we wanted to say, without all the crazy stuff we just said, was stewardesses here are really pretty and they're allowed to discriminate. And actually, there are universities around China. It's considered an associate degree.
Okay.
And it's called an air stewardess degree. And actually, you go there, it's Kongjie school. So you go there to study how to be an air stewardess. And I found that they're much more polite here. They're always smiling and they know exactly what to do in any circumstance. So I feel like it's much more highly sought after profession. Also, salaries are pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Whereas back in America, it's not the highest level.
I think your union kind of gets you
Right.
in there, and you can be like on a walker, you know, decrepit and huffing and puffing, trying to carry a drink to the people in the aisle, but you'll still have your job.
Remember when we said we were going to get away from that? We
Just got back to it. Sorry, okay, let's move on.
Next thing is airplane food.
Yes.
And you open it up and you get shalom.
Oh, those are those little pickled
I like these, but I don't know why they say shalom. Now the Jew jokes are really going to fly in. Airline food in China is Chinese food. Obviously, that's probably kind of apparent, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of obvious, but
It's not as good as Western airline food.
most of the times it's
Never.
not here.
It's never as
One
good.
thing I will say that's better is usually you get a rice and then you get a meat and vegetable dish and then you get some side cookies and stuff like that. One thing I'll say that's better is usually I've noticed they come around and ask you if you want another full entree.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Because they have a bunch of, especially if the plane's not fully booked, you can ask for as many as you want. Of course,
really?
it's just rice and kind of sloppy vegetables and meat, but you can ask for as much as you want, which is kind of cool. But the food is usually a bit lower quality and not as tasty as most airlines I've been on from Hong Kong or America.
I love airline food. It's something weird about me. But I love the little compartmentalized, like you get a little croissant or you get a little something, you know, a little yogurt. I love airline food. I don't know what it is, but I don't love Chinese airline food.
What do you say you give us a review of your airline?
I will. I certainly will.
We'll insert that here.
Okay. So, Seymour, we're going to get food.
Yeah,
Beef or chicken?
apparently you
Chicken. I call chicken.
I wanted a chicken.
You get beef.
You know it's not going to be beef.
We'll find out.
It's going to be water buffalo.
Australia.
Hi, excuse me, we have chicken, rice with chicken and rice with beef. Which one do you like?
You get zero, you get euro.
Oh, it's zero.
Thank you.
这个是牛肉，小心啊。这个是鸡肉。
Thank you.
knife and dinner fork, not chopsticks, which is weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
You get these little things, which are, you know, these little peanuts, but they're covered in batter, and then
Yeah,
deep fry it.
deep fried batter peanuts. Those are kind of cool. I like them.
Yeah. And we have, what is this? Turtle jelly, dude. This is turtle jelly. You got these are soybeans and some ham, which should be
It's
pretty
kind of
nice.
cool. Yeah.
Then you get a bun, very stale looking.
Cool.
And let's open the main course real quick.
Yeah.
A lot of rice.
It's to be expected.
And then you got beef, and you got celery, and you got your kind of pickled vegetables over here. I'll do a quick taste test for you.
Okay.
Overcooked, very chewy, very spicy. And the celery is not cooked enough, so it's like really stringy and hard to chew. I'm probably going to enjoy the ham and soybeans a little bit more.
It's not way more. Look, it's just sprinkled on top of the rice. It's the same amount. Same amount.
Okay, why don't you try it out?
Really bad, because if I can cook a better tasting chicken than that, it's bad, and I can't cook. So yeah. Tortoise. So I'm about to eat tortoise shell jelly, which they've provided us as a dessert. Kind of tastes like medicinal tea. It's not special.
Can't taste the turtle.
No, I can't recommend it.
It smells like licorice. Tastes exactly like that medicinal tea you get in China. That kind of Chinese medicine. Definitely not a dessert. Like I would never be like, the jelly please. The side of cream or something. So Winston, you've been on a lot of airplanes in China, right?
Yeah.
Just like we are now. What would you say about their punctuality?
I'd say 80 to 90% of the time they're delayed by at least an hour, at least.
Yeah.
There's a reason for this though, and that is because China has a lot of airspace restrictions, like military restricted, so commercial airlines aren't allowed to fly in a lot of areas.
Right.
And there's like windows and there's traffic, and so it's a bit of a mess that way.
Okay. Yeah, I've been on many delayed flights, and usually it's when I'm already on the plane.
Yeah,
So
like now.
Yeah, the last time I was in Beijing, we were delayed 3 hours. So I'm sitting on the plane for 3 hours, and then add 3 more hours onto the trip. It was a 6-hour flight. It's ridiculous. Oh, it sucks. The phone dies, and
Yeah, you know.
read these crappy magazines.
Yeah. Which, they're all in Chinese anyway. So we have arrived in Qingdao, and well, the weather's kind of okay. Sea Milk is here, by the way. After Hairspray Gate,
Yeah, sorry.
we managed to board the plane without any problems, carrying all this crappy gear that we've got. And we're carrying all sorts of nonsense.
Drones.
And we're going to be meeting our producers and cameramen in a short time. They're on their way to fetch us from the airport in our support car, which is apparently a nice big SUV, which is great. A place to throw some of our extra crap. So, Sea Milk, there are a lot of people waiting for us out here,
Shall
eh?
we go show them the crowd?
Yeah. Yeah, take a look.
Not for me, apparently.
So many of these people.
Where's the people looking for?
It's our entourage.
This is a famous last words moment. We're on the Sea of Qingdao right now. We're going to try to fly the drone over the sea.
Yeah.
But we just saw a helicopter take off, so that might be a bit worrying.
I don't see like a no-fly zone in my app anyway.
Fair enough. That kid's playing with a helicopter. I think we'll pull it up.
Take a look, guys. Here is a Chinese hot dog.
That's their words.
Chicken inside. Right.
Try it.
Okay. Two out of 10.
Alright.